Hi, you're welcome to another episode of Ask The Trichologist. My name is Atilola and I am the certified trichologist at African Naturalistas Hair Clinic. African Naturalistas basically is your one-stop center for all your hair and scalp needs. We manufacture hair products. We have a hair clinic. We have memberships, which is the Good Hair Tribe. We have regimens. We have conferences. We have so many hair care solutions for your hair and your scalp. Once you come to African Naturalistas, just know that all your hair and scalp problems will be solved. So Ask the Trichologist is basically that program where you can ask us any questions about hair and scalp and we'll be there to answer you, give you solutions to your problems, quick, easy fix. And before we move on, what I want you to do is basically just click the subscribe button and subscribe to this YouTube channel so that you can be exposed to future episodes without having to, think about it or write it down somewhere. So in today's episode, we are going to be taking this question from Joke. Joke says, "Hi Atilola, I have this question that has been bothering me. I have tried both methods and I am still not sure what exactly it is we should be doing. I've heard that you should not deep condition your locks, but I've also heard that deep conditioning of locks is safe and actually very important. What is your take on this?" Joke from Kano. Okay, thank you so much, Joke, for that question. This is something that always comes up to me, especially because one, I am a trichologist, and two, I also have locks, as you can see. Healthy locks, if I may say so myself. So yes, I've also tried the two methods, and when I started my locks, I'm going to give you the practical answer and I'm going to give you the scientific answer. When I started my locks, with a partner of mine in Lagos, Au Natural Salon, and they used to deep condition my locks. So we used to after the locks or after washing the locks, we deep condition, we treat it, to pamper it and do everything, we deep condition, and then life would just be very easy and the locks would be luscious and all. But at a particular point in time, I could not make it to that salon and I had to temporarily or for about a year be at a salon where they don't deep condition. It was a pure locks salon, unlike my former salon where they make all kinds of hair. This one was a pure locks salon and they did not deep condition hair, or they don't believe in deep conditioning hair. But I think if you ask that they should deep condition your hair, they will also deep condition your hair. But they didn't really believe in deep conditioning hair. And then I stayed there for about 1 year, and 1 year later I could see the difference in my hair. My hair was dull, my hair was dry, my hair wasn't looking as healthy. It was healthy, but it wasn't looking like it was healthy. It was just not good. And after a while I had to go back to to the point where I was now taking care of my hair myself, which was what I used to do when my hair was free. And then I started deep conditioning my hair because the life of the hair, or the life of my locks, was now in my hands. It was in my hands, and I started doing what I used to do to my free hair, and I could see the difference again. And by then I knew that nobody needed to tell me, even though I'm a trichologist, nobody needed to tell me the benefits of deep conditioning locks. Like, you cannot even compare. So now let's go to the scientific parts. Why exactly do we deep condition our hair? We deep condition our hair in order to bring our hair back to life, in order to fill up the temporarily destroyed protein bonds in our hair, to bring it back to life, to repair the hair. When we make our hair, the process of making our hair gets the hair through different tensions, different weathering effects. You go out, the sun shines on your hair, oxidation does its thing, everything does its thing to your hair. The truth is that your hair is going through wear and tear, and that is why we deep condition our hair, to reverse the effects of the wear and tear it goes through during the 2 weeks that we don't do anything to our hair, or the 3 weeks or 4 weeks, depending on how long you carry your hair. And that is that is one of the things, not the only thing, that deep condition is supposed to do to your hair. Deep conditioning is supposed to, bring shine to your hair. Deep condition is supposed to fill up the temporarily destroyed protein bonds. Deep conditioning is supposed to make your hair softer. It's supposed to make it more manageable. There are so many things deep conditioning does here that we are not going to be talking about, because that's another episode on its own. So when you stop deep conditioning your hair or your locks because it's already locked, you deprive your hair of all these benefits of deep conditioning. And also, after a while, it begins to show. Your hair not deep conditioning your hair for 1 year, for 2 years, for 3 years, for 4 years, depending on how long you have carried your locks. It begins to show, especially if you don't have any other thing that you are doing to replace the lack of deep conditioning your hair. It begins to show that this hair is not being well taken care of. The arguments for people that don't deep condition their hair is that they don't want the hair to absorb. They don't want the hair to absorb so many creams and so many things that it will not be easy to wash out of your hair. The truth is that many other people that wear locks that I know, have not had issues of the hair absorbing all those creams and all, because when you deep condition your hair, you wash properly, you take out all the creamy stuff and all. My hair probably has not absorbed this creamy stuff and this oily stuff, maybe because my locks are tightly locked, unlike some that are loosely locked and all. But I wash my hair very well, and I know many people that wash their hair very well, and everything comes out right there and then. I've never had a situation of hair absorbing these creams and they don't go out. But if you have had that situation, just make sure you wash your hair very well, you rinse it thoroughly, and everything comes out. Another thing you can do is make sure you do your regular detoxification, meaning you do your clay treatment on your locks, and anything that might have stayed inside your locks, everything comes out. Because when you do your clay treatment, like a bentonite clay treatment, it gets out all the gooey stuff, all the lint, everything that has been trapped inside the hair, it brings it out. So you don't have the issue of saying that something has been trapped in your hair when you can easily get it out. I mean, we have advanced so far in cosmetics that that should not be an issue at this particular point in time. Another reason why people that say you shouldn't deep condition your locks is that maybe it's going to lose the thing that they are trying to lock, will end up loosening. The truth is that the amount of detangling agent or the cationic surfactant in a deep conditioner is far less compared to what is in a detangling conditioner or a regular conditioner. So ideally you shouldn't detangle your locks. I've been deep conditioning my locks, right from when I started locking my hair throughout the process of trying to get it to lock. That's when I've been deep conditioning my hair, and I've never had issues of hair locking or hair unlocking. And I am one of those people that have very loose curls, so my hair doesn't lock as easily as people with tight curls or people what you call fussy hair and all. But if that is also your concern, what you can do is don't deep condition your hair until your hair is fully locked. If you are afraid that the deep conditioning will get your hair loose and it will not lock on time, then don't deep condition your hair. When it's fully locked, then you can go back and start deep conditioning your hair. So there is no reason why you should deprive your locks of being deep conditioned because you don't want it to be locked, because your hair will also benefit from being deep conditioned, and after a while your hair will be locked, and then you can always deep condition your hair. But the science does not support you not deep conditioning your hair for a very long time. And also remember that there are several kinds of deep conditioning. So if you don't want to do the regular deep conditioning, you can do a hot oil treatment. You don't have to use a deep conditioning mayonnaise or you can do a hot oil treatment. You can do an Ayurvedic treatment. I don't do Ayurvedic treatment because those ones are even more risky, getting into your locks and stain, because many of them are grainy. So deep conditioning is even safer than Ayurveda when it comes to locks. And then you can do a hot oil treatment. You can even deep condition with a mix of a cationic surfactant mixed with honey and coconut water or coconut milk or something. There are so many things you can do when it comes to deep conditioning your hair. It doesn't have to be the deep conditioning mayonnaise that you're afraid of getting into your hair. But whatever you do, your hair should be treated. your hair should be deep conditioned with a special treatment. It might not be every wash, depending on how often you wash your hair, or how often you give your hair special treatments, and it might be every wash. It all depends on the length of duration between washes, as I'm trying to say. But you should deep condition your locks. See the difference. Deep condition your locks for a while. Don't deep condition your locks for a while, and you see the difference. The science does not support you going without deep condition forever, because you're just subjecting your hair to wear and tear, you're subjecting it to breakage, you're subjecting it to lack of treatment, and so many other things that your hair naturally will benefit from. So I hope this has been able to help you, and I hope that you are going to give your locks, Joke, and every other person watching this episode a chance to just benefit from the great offers that deep conditioning gives to your hair. Till I come your way again in the next episode, my name is Atilola. I'm a certified trichologist. Please like, subscribe, click on the notification bell, comment. If you have any question, ask in the comment section, and I will be there to answer in future episodes. Please, one thing I also want you to do is check the description box below and see the services that we have for you at African Naturalistas, the hair clinic services, the membership services, the product services, and so many things that we have for you at African Naturalistas. And send us a message if you want to benefit from any of these services. If you also have a question, ask in the comment section or send an email to att@africannaturalistas.com. Till I come your way again in the next episode, you know what to do. Subscribe, like, share, comment, and click on the notification bell. Subscribe, like, comment, share, click on the notification bell. I will see you in future episodes. Bye.